News from the capital of Black Rise, Notoros, the most comfortable system in New Eden. A light report in Anomaly News today. In Pinacasta, we see an average Hedbergite, Hemorphite, and Jaspit deposit. In Ritsado, we see another average Hedbergite, Hemorphite, and Jaspit deposit, as well as a small Hedbergite, Hemorphite, and Jaspit deposit. And Timo, you guessed it, more Hedbergite, Hemorphite, and Jaspit, plus a white glaze belt. Today's beautiful imagery comes from Kadama, high traffic and no place to park. In sports news, Percutor Jaguar caught this cormorant for 6 points. Percutor was out in a stabber. Then we see a really interesting fight. Hawk versus Harpy. That is a really fun encounter. Quake 590 with a strong 14 points on the kill. And Easy City in a succubus caught this Tristan for 15 points. Easy City is getting lots of experience in that succubus. Punks best recognized. Around the Okakawala constellation, we see Corvus Onzo in Kadama. He pulls a legendary 49 points on this Caracal solo kill. Corvus was in an Osprey Navy issue. This is your pound for pound kill today. Over in Ritsado, Kerusher Severassi soloed this Hakata with his Gnosis. That fight could go either way. Kerusher Severassi wins 6 points on the fight. And then we see Ha Space take on a Gnosis versus Gnosis engagement. 20 points for running it back. Love the enthusiasm. Ha Space comes out just a little ahead on the ISK front, and 14 points ahead on the points front. Good fights, Capsuleers. It is beautiful. And Quake 590 in Nishua wins this Thrasher v Thrasher contest. Quake's artillery outperforming the autocannons on the other side. Quake claims 35 points for this kill. A monster points total. How the fuck does he do it? And a Redeemer gets lost to this small gang over in Pinacasto. 2 Hawks, 2 Vedmax, and a Jaguar flown by E-Tier. They kept their gang small enough to grab 13 points on the kill. A good kill and a fun gang. It is Throwback Wednesday, and we take a look at Alliance Tournament 10. It was 2012, and the ASB had just been introduced. Ancillary armor reps didn't exist yet.
Welcome back to the commentary booth. We have for you Heretic Nation versus Exodus Dot. With me is Rivey, I'm Laz, and we have a little bit of a mirror match, some slight differences, but lots of Tech 1 stuff.
We have a pretty exciting match ahead of you guys. Like we said before, this match doesn't actually matter who wins. So the two teams have apparently organized with each other to have a great comedy match. They've each brought 11 Tech 1 cruisers and 1 Brutix, and they don't have any 2 of the same ship. It's all different cruisers, including things you don't usually see in the tournament, like Scythes and Celestises and Omens. This is going to be exciting. Both teams have warped the Brutixes in at about like 10, 15, and everything else in at range. So we're going to be seeing a big brawl coming up.
I'm a little sad that everything just didn't come at 0, just like whole mashing pod of Tech 1 whatever.
Well, that would just make it go too fast, though. This is something you need to savor. Sorry to the Heresy guy, the Heretic Nation guy that wanted to tell us about this ahead of time, though I will say it became pretty obvious. I don't think we really needed the intel. They were trying to let us know about this ahead of time, but it's pretty clear what exactly is going on. The match has now begun, and the two teams are not moving very fast yet.
Yeah,
right now, they're going to 1v1 it.
Wow, this is
The Brutixes are off to 1v1 each other, and they're going to challenge each other to a series of 1v1s.
We call this Gladiator. They're going to Gladiator at one ship at a time, one by one. We get webs and tracking disruptors.
This is amazing. This is spectacular. So you have the two Brutixes of Nixor X and Wu Jaiku, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Right now, both of them have webs on each other. We have tracking disruptors from Nixor's. I think that's going to give them an edge.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing that here. I mean, Wu whatever his name is, WJ is taking much more damage just because of the optimal range on those medium blasters. I mean, they don't have great range
They're
to
in
start
close
off with.
enough that I think it's probably going to be tracking, because you can see how the Exodus guy is orbiting. So good work on Nixor's part. It looks like he's going to get the win. I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen after he wins the fight. Is he just going to move out of the arena? He's going to start burning off to the edge probably and let Streets kill him.
Maybe it's 2v1 or something. I mean,
that would just be boring though. They need to do something. They need to make it honorable.
Yeah, honorable space duels here.
Yes, these are honorable space samurais. I want to see the Scythe versus the Celestis.
That will be the most interesting.
Congratulations to Nixor X, the first winner of this collection of 1v1s. And let's see what we got coming up next.
I wonder if Exodus Dot has a directive of metals that.
Oh, now everyone's going in.
Oh.
Now they're not going to do 1v1 all the time. That would take a long time. They probably wouldn't get it all done. So I guess that's all cool. Now all the cruisers are charging at each other. Nixor is trying to escape so that he can survive.
Like I was saying, hopefully Exodus Dot does have a director of metals that they can give this honorable space pilot a.
Everyone
medal.
here needs medals. All of them need medals.
Maybe John Zastor can give them some tips.
That's what actually CSP needs to introduce, to be able to give medals to other people. So the Zastor can just give everyone a need medals.
That would be awesome.
But anyways, now we've got a gigantic brawl in the center of the arena. Some groups have split off, like we have the two Stabbers, or Stabber is going after a Blackbird right now. I'm already seeing some losses for Heretic. Looks like Exodus is going to have the edge in this one, as a Scythe and Blackbird drop around the same time.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more E-War coming from the Exodus side than Heretic Nation, as the Scythe has gone down. So, I mean, they've lost the Blackbird and Brudix on both sides, but Heretic Nation has also lost its Scythe.
Yeah, well, now we've got a Thorax down for Exodus. The Thorax for Heretic is dropping as well, but not quite as quickly. I do think that the spread of E-War is definitely going to be what's going to give Exodus the advantage here. Obviously, these teams aren't using exactly the same setups, but they did come in with essentially the same ships, the only difference being the Scythe and Celestis.
Well, the big problem is Heretic Nation has lost that linchpin Scythe. I mean, that's huge amounts of DPS there.
I would just give up if my tournament team lost its Scythe.
Oh, as the Celestis goes down for Exodus. There goes those dams. I mean,
that's probably the only Celestis we're going to see. Have we ever seen a Celestis in the tournament? I don't know. I don't
think so.
That is a hero. We definitely have never seen a Scythe before.
Definitely not this year, but.
But now a Rupture going down for Heretic. This is definitely the Exodus is taking the lead, and I am impressed with these guys. This is
definitely a twist.
Yes, this is how you do it. To everyone else who has these matches today that don't matter, I'm looking at you.
Test Alliance?
Well, yeah, Test. But Evoke, Brick Squad, Raiden Darkside, this is the way you do it.
This was...
We've got the Omen of Belgrath going down now. He's into structure, and he'll be dropping soon. Meanwhile, the MOA is actually tanking, unsurprisingly, pretty decently, because MOAs have giant brick tanks for Heretic Nation. I wonder if Primer in that MOA is going to be what turns this fight.
Yeah, I mean, they spend all that time. They're going to lose a Stabber on the time it takes to kill the
Yeah,
MOA.
like you could be shooting the Arbitrator with its bonus TDs. I don't know about that choice. Obviously, this FC is going to be kicking himself afterwards because this match matters so much to him.
It is huge. I mean, the points in this match.
So the Stabber is trying to run away now so he can survive in structure, but I don't think he's going to quite make it. Oh, there he goes. We've got the Stabber for Heretic also dropping, and now the DPS has decreased. We're going to be seeing piloting skill play a bigger part in this.
Yeah, I mean, we get a Caracal and Arbitrator on each side left, 2 Maulers, a Rupture, and a MOA. I mean,
I have to say, I like the ships left for Exodus a bit more. They still got their Rupture up, and it does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, well, they've got the MOA, and we saw how big that tank was on the Heretic Nation side.
The MOA and the Rupture being towards the end, assuming it's a 1600mm plate Rupture, those would be ones you would be happy to have near the end. Their Arbitrators going down, but the Omen for a Mirror God of Heretic Nation. Mirror God, one of my former Alliance mates who got kicked by accident.
Oops.
Yeah. He wasn't very happy about that, but I'm sure he's having fun now with Heretic. That group is now the bane of Amamaki. PL keeps moving back there between deployments. We consider it our home, but the problem is Heretic is generally better than than your average PL pilot. Yeah, so they end up just killing us all on station, and people run off to go solo against Mirror God and don't realize he's got Loki's in Pass. So that ends up pretty badly for them. But it looks like, well, it could still go anyway. The Mauler's going down, though. I think Exodus is definitely in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, down to a a Caracol and Arbitrator for Heretic. This was a really fun match to commentate on.
It definitely is. These teams, they're both going to be going through. We're going to be seeing them both tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see some really exciting stuff once if they can do a match like this when they don't care. Imagine what they can do when they do care.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's going to be some creative stuff.
Down to Arbitrator left for Heretic Nation as the MOA is just melting through armor. And speaking of these Tech 1 cruisers, I mean, if you don't have much money, you're a new player, Rupture is actually quite a good PvP, solo ship.
Ones.
I mean,
MOAs are great, Arbitrators, Ruptures. These are all excellent. Well, not all the ones on the field here, but a lot of them are excellent ships for new players.
Oh yeah, so new players just get into the game. You want to go start
or even
out
old
PvP.
players who just want to have fun with it with something cheap.
Yeah, it looks like the Arbitrator's going down quite slowly to these 4 Tech 1 cruisers that are left on the field.
Yep, he's getting caught now. We're seeing newts on him coming from, it looks like the other Arbitrator. He'll be going down very quickly.
There he goes.
There he goes. So that was a impressive match from Exits and Heretics. Thank you very much for making what could otherwise be a boring match very exciting. And we'll pass it back to Soundwave in the studio.
And that is the news from Natoros, the shining star of Black Rise, and the best system in New Eden.